There we go. Good morning, Bitcoin! You know the movie. Hi guys, how you doing? Welcome to Bitcoin Daily. It's been a while since we did this, so it's time to do it again. Talk about the pumpage. This is Cardano, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. We're gonna talk about alt season. Garrett is in the chat, how you doing, man? When alt season, we're gonna talk a little bit about that. But right now, Bitcoin is up 2% over here. It is above the box over here. Let me just remove this over here. That's the blue box of resistance, and this is the most important part. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. We're gonna look at how's Ethereum doing. Of course, we gotta do that. Dominance still crashing towards downside. Technically, it's not crashing, but it does look kind of weak over here. Failing to break above 10-20 moving average. So we're gonna talk a little bit about that. And of course, we're gonna talk about meme coins because you'll see that they are performing very well right now. Dogecoin is up 10%, Pepe is up 9%, Shiba also 9% up. I mean, literally everything is in green. There is this X Spectre I have on the chart is down 24%, but it's gonna be in green eventually. XRP is down minus 0.2%, but yesterday XRP pumped a little bit over here. In the last 2 days or something like that, XRP is already up 30%, so it can consolidate up here, for a little while. But the good part is Bitcoin is pumping, guys. Bitcoin is pumping. We're feeling good. The blue balls are feeling okay, and I hope everybody's doing well right now. Hey, okay, Burin, how you doing, man? I hope you're doing well. I am doing well. How can I not be doing well when I see the charts like this? Anne-Marie in the chat. How you doing, lady? Really need to break that whole 102K. I mean, for me it was the blue box, right? For me it was the blue box, but I would also, people are looking at this this top over here, and this is actually not that important. This over here, 105 is important, and I'm gonna explain to you a little bit why. 106K, that's important, but this 102 is not. The blue box is very, very important, but this over here, not so much. Vinat, how you doing, man? How much X's did your portfolio do this cycle already? Well, not that much, but I got patience, guys. I've got patience. We still got whole year left of the bull market, and this is the best part of the bull market because it is time when everything goes through the roof. I did see, let me just pick it up over here quickly. What is called? The Coinbase app is right now number 2. Again, this is Coinbase app, guys. This Coinbase app right now, financial app, it's number 2 on the list. All apps is number 34. When we were all the way up here towards the top or something like that over here towards this one up here, it was number 1, and everybody thought that's it, we're gonna go down, whatever, right? But it just wasn't enough. Right now it's coming back to number 1 spot. And we are again looking for, influx of retail and mainstream to, start going towards the upside. If you've been looking at, meme coins dumped down big time, like 40, 50, 60%. And right now it's time to go up again. Check Tau, check Cedus. That's good then. Michael, how you doing, man? Holding now does not work. I guess so. Holding now works. I mean, it works all the way until the top. Once the top is in, hodling doesn't work anymore. I mean, if you're a Michael Saylor and your perspective is next 20, 30 years, hodling works and you only are, 100% into Bitcoin, hodling works very, very well. But, for us mortals that have to cash out, pay the bills, hodling during the bear market is a bad thing. Right now, hodling is still, very much viable. And it is viable because even though we had the dumps, we're still going higher, right? Every single time we had a dump, we're still going higher. Every single time we have a dump, we still go higher over here, right? Dump, go higher. Consolidation, go higher, right? We're still going higher. So, ever since over here, I would say, since the very dump of January, hodling Bitcoin from over here was the best, option in the long term. And it's still right now very much viable, just hodling until the top. But once the top is in, it does make sense to hodl all the way down again, right? I mean, you could hodl all the way up, all the way down, all the way up, all the way down. I mean, like we said, if you are Michael Saylor, your perspective is next 20, 30 years, you got some Bitcoin, you don't want to time the tops and bottoms. You just want to hodl for the, you know, your kids and grandkids some Bitcoin, you know, so they can have when they grow up, you know, that's pretty very much viable. Right now, you know, we gotta sell the top somewhere up here. We gotta sell top. I did see that somebody posted in the Telegram chat that, where is it? That Crypto is saying that we're gonna go to 1 million. And this is very important because when you're at 100K and you tell people that, you know, Bitcoin is gonna go to 130,000, 140,000, like who is gonna invest on 30-40%? You know, they're gonna invest, you know, $1,000 and think they're gonna get 30%, you know, profit. They don't want to do that. But if you tell them that, you know, Bitcoin is going to 1 million, they're gonna invest 100K. They're gonna invest 100K. So I think this is very much bullish for mainstream. And Crypto is very big, you know, when it comes to mainstream stuff like that. You know, got big channel. So, you know, we like that. We like that. Let me just go a little bit back and clear up a little bit charts over here, and over here we're gonna look at it. I still don't, there has been a lot of people who sold up here, right? And they're trying to, you know, see if this is going to dump down so they can buy cheaper and then go towards upside. And I always say, unless you are some kind of very professional, you know, TA artist, pro trader, you know what the F you doing, you know how to, you know, sell the tops, buy the bottoms. This is really hard to do, right? Selling this top over here, buying these bottoms over here is really hard thing to do. Because, you know, at one point it just, you know, does this move up here. And let's say you sold over here. You did not buy down here at the bottom. It went up here. You pray to God, you know, it's going to go down over here and drop down. So it drops down over here again. You still don't buy because you think this is coming. Right now coming up here. Now you have the same kind of, you know, mentality. Now it's going to drop down again. What if it doesn't? Which I think, you know, right now the probability for, you know, pumpage over here is like 90%. What if it does this? You sold over here right now and you have to FOMO in over here at the top. If you sold over here and you don't want to buy anymore, that's fine. You know, you're good with your profits from the, you know, all the way down to the bottom, you know, all the way up here to towards, you know, 100K is good for you. That's another story. But if you're trying to, you know, sell and buy and sell and buy, you're gonna, in the end, you're gonna get wrecked. You're gonna get wrecked, especially when it comes to Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is looking right now stupidly bullish. And we are just looking for higher highs over here, and we are looking for dominance to be crashing towards the downside. Maybe we still don't know about dominance, so I'm gonna look at that a little bit. They have an important moon phase eclipse kind of thing on the chart indicating the date of the top. We haven't come there so much, but it's probably gonna be somewhere around December, maybe even before that. I haven't looked at supermoons and stuff like that, but I do know that right now on this moon over here, this full moon, we pumped like crazy. We pumped like crazy on the moon, And I remember how much bearishness there was right here down towards the bottom. Me being bullish as always, that's fine. So, you know, there is that. And like we already said, like when stuff goes down, stuff becomes just more and more bullish, right? So over here, for example, Alpha Zero had a nice pump over here towards downside, and then everybody became bullish. But over here on the downside, it became bearish, right? It's when it starts moving towards downside, it should become extremely bullish. The more it moves down, the more bullish you should get, because at one point it starts doing these moves, right? You know, very big. So the more it moves down in the bull market, the more bullish you should get. Bullish, very bullish, extremely bullish, stupidly bullish towards downside. Yo, what's up, TL? I've been a while since I've been in a live stream. Well, we haven't had a live stream for a while, so you know there is that. We gotta know the date, of course. The beauty, we gotta know the date. I'll find the next date, but right now I don't have the date. But I will definitely find the next date. Wire subs are the same from last 5 years. They're not from last 3 years or something like that. But you know, during the bear market, nobody watched my videos. During the right now this bull market phase, the first phase, I wasn't that active. I kind of gave up on my channel, pretty much, give or take. So you know, I just do this, you know, for fun right now. And yeah, I have a very little interest in pumping my sub numbers. So instead of Bitcoin Daily, I was just sitting here before the stream and thinking, should I do the videos? Because videos generate subscribers. These live streams don't generate subscribers. I mean, they're good for you guys because you guys are the blue balls. so you get something out of it. VNet, do you remember me? If you ask me that one more time, like, I think you asked me that before as well. Of course I remember you, man. But yeah, my channel, you know, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. You know, I'm just having fun as, like, you know, with these live streams. That is that. I was thinking for the last like week, I should start doing videos. I should pop my sub numbers to, you know, 100K, because it's not that hard during the bull market. But you know, the will and the I don't know why I do wanna have a 100K channel. Like, what am I gonna do with 100K channel? Just, you know, post. I don't know. We'll see. Moonface is not telling you to top, my guy. Nathan, welcome to the TA fans club. Welcome to the blue balls. Welcome to the late adopted YouTube channel. I'm sorry you haven't been here before, but we shall convert you into the moon believer eventually. Eventually, where is the over here? Moon. Eventually, you'll be moon believer. We need that crypto chick Mauram to do her TA astrology like 2020. Yeah, she went OnlyFans. I don't know what her game is right now, but I think she's just making way too much on OnlyFans right now to give a F about astrology. Should I buy XRP now or when it goes higher? When it goes higher, of course. You don't want to be like, you know, like everybody else. You want to buy the very, very top. Be pro. My uncle said if I help pump his CQ, I don't know what it is, we both win. Is that true? I don't know what that is. Anyways, let's go back to Bitcoin and how this is actually playing out. It does look very, very good, guys. It does look very, very good. We're gonna go to the daily time frame. Let me show you up here what's been happening. You're way more pleasant when you're not full-time crypto YouTuber like 99 other channels. But it's being a crypto YouTuber is very, very hard and very tiresome, because you gotta 4-year cycles, and most of the part it's either extremely dumpage, which everybody hates you for, because you are just telling them it's gonna go down, and they wanna hear somebody say it's gonna go up, right? So everybody hates you. Then you come to some kind of bottom and nobody believes you, and they stop watching. You know, people get discouraged, okay, they get bored, they don't care about crypto, there is no hype, they don't know how to buy the bottoms, right? So everybody, you know, nobody cares about your channel. Then it starts going up, and you try to tell people that, you know, it is good time right now because it's going up. But, you know, altcoins are not doing well, Bitcoin is going up, but, you know, there is some kind of interest. But, you know, it's still not there, you know. The only time you can actually pump your numbers and have excitement in the channel, crypto channel, is when there is huge euphoria. That's it. And huge euphoria are very short periods of time. So most of the time on your crypto YouTube channel will be very boring, very bearish, very, you know, negative kind of channels. That said, you know, the thing that, you know, good other channels do well is they either talk about the news, which we don't do over here. They talk about some kind of fundamentals, which we don't do over here. Or they do some kind of trading, which works well in the both bull and bear markets. Now, I'm not a good trader, so I don't trade. I try trading, you know, because I understand that people like watching that, but I'm not really good at it. I really don't care about fundamentals of the coins, so I don't do that. You know, news, that don't excite me anymore, so I don't do that. So the only thing I can talk about is what I like to talk about, is the charts. But I cannot talk about this outside of the euphoria phases, because everybody hates me for it. Where 1,000 to 1 million chat? Yeah. What time and date is the top? We're gonna figure it out. When we get there, we'll know. Just don't start with an open mount clickbait thumbnails. No, I always had open mount clickbait thumbnails. You know, stuff works. Stuff works. Anyways, again, let's get back to the charts, guys. We gotta talk about the charts. So what did actually over here happen? How do we have this blue line over here? Let me show you over here what happened in a couple of last days over here after this move over here. So we had this big move towards upside. We had an exhaustion pattern up here towards downside. We broke into the liquidity phase over here. There was 2 liquidity phases over here. This is the first, this is the second. So we got this little bit blue box. The blue box is a liquidity phase because you are getting out of the channel. This over here, a bigger box, is a liquidity box box because you are you just ran through that, so over here there is a lot of liquidity get picked up. A lot of people thought that we might go somewhere between 85 all the way down 73. Even I thought that could be possible over here, but my theory was still that in very bullish markets this should actually go towards upside, and right now we're doing that. I was very bearish, bullish over here. We pulled back. Unfortunately, we had a bearish engulfing candle. We pulled to the moving average. I was hoping this is gonna hold. It didn't hold. We went down below the moving average up here again. But when it started doing this part over here, if you see very nicely over here, these 3 dodges up here, I became stupidly bullish, guys. I gotta tell you, I became stupidly. When I saw over here that this didn't dump towards downside, I became stupidly bullish, because I always say, once you break some kind of moving averages over here and you need to pump and you fail to pump, and you try to pump and you fail to pump, you gotta become extremely bullish, right? So that happened over here on this move towards downside. Even though there was a probability to dump down, was still very much bullish, and we started slowly climbing up here towards upside. We managed to get about 10-20 moving average over the 50 moving average. We pulled back yesterday, and yesterday in the chat I said everybody is expecting this move over here right now, because yesterday when this was all the way down over here, nobody still believed that we are gonna go higher. Everybody believed that we're gonna do another one of these pullbacks like we just did over here. So this is gonna be a bearish engulfing up over here, and then we're gonna dump down, bull trap and right back down again. That didn't happen. Very much bullish, because we just stepped on this 50 moving average, closed up here right now, pumping towards the upside up here again, which looks very nice overall. Also on the weekly time frame, you'll see that over here there is the 10 moving average. We managed to hold it, went down into it, went you can see this. I mean, you can see these wicks on downside over here. This was actually once this actually was created, this actually held very nicely, and we bounced off that pretty quickly over here right now. Right now we are back above 10 moving average, so you can just continue doing this move over here towards the upside, which I think is very likely that this is gonna happen. This actually looks very good. This looks very good, but the fact that we came above the 50 moving average over here, it looks very nice. You can also see on the 2-day time frame up here how we climbed above the moving averages, and right now continuing towards the upside. 3-day time frame is actually very nice, because you'll see this wick over here that's pulling back to the 10-20 moving average, and right now bouncing again towards the upside. On the 3-day time frame over here, we have a resistance up here right now, but I'm not actually looking at 3-day time frame. I'm looking at this one, and if you remember, I just showed you there was a blue box over here. The blue box is couple of resistance level over here. I'm going to show you that this one over here, and these 2 wicks over here, this is creating that blue box that we just had on the chart. Go something like this over here. Let's move these lines over here. This is the blue box, and that's the major level of resistance that we had, right? Because over here, when we started going up, this was the first major level that we managed to create. We started breaking that, failed that over here. We managed to get above that, right back down, right back up. You can see up here how this resistance level is acting very nicely. Then we tried to pump over here, failed that. Right below that over here, failed to get up, over here, failed to get up. We managed to get up, right back down again, and then over here, once we right now closing above the blue box, this is actually looking extremely bullish. So this is the major level of resistance that we had, and right now we are above that on the daily time frame, which is actually extremely good. So far so good, right? The reason I'm disregarding this stop over here is because this is bearish engulfing candle. This is some kind of anomaly. Bearish engulfing, bullish engulfing, stuff like that. I don't like to use those as resistance levels, so this looks like some kind of anomaly, but right, so this level over here at 102, I don't consider that an important level. The most important part is the blue box, and we are above the blue box. And if you see this blue box and we are above that, and you're still not stupidly bullish, I cannot help you, man. I can definitely 100% cannot help you. We are definitely very much bullish. Weekly time frame looks good, of course, like we just said. We also look at can look at some indicators down here. You'll see that this MACD is right now curving a little bit more towards the upside. The RSI pulled back all the way down to 60 level right now. It's nice, nice place to pump. The consolidation did happen. We pulled back down all extensions. Everything looks nice and dandy. Even the monthly time frame up here don't have any kind of overextensions right now. We are at over here. We came to 75, but we pumped very much before that. Right now we're still at 74 level, but we are nothing like this over here at 90, 80, 90 levels. So on the monthly time frame we still have more room to go. MACD on the monthly time frame looks very much bullish. There are no major overextensions like over here, previous stop over here on the overextensions indicator. Like everything looks nice. There is more room to go towards the upside, and there is no reason to not be bullish right now. Consolidation up here lasted for a good while over here. Let me see how actually long this consolidation did last. So it looks like it's only a small part of the consolidation, because last time we consolidated for a whole bunch longer before we pumped towards the upside. But it's not like, this one over here, and then you had this one over here, and right now we have this small one over here. But it's not gonna continue doing the same thing again, right? It's not gonna continue having a big ass consolidation. Sorry, big ass consolidation over here, and then big ass consolidation over here, and then big ass consolidation over here. I don't think that's gonna happen right now. The most likely part up here is just continue towards the upside, because we are already very bullish. People are ready. Trump is coming to office with all of these, Bitcoin, stuff going on all around, and people are gonna FOMO in. Party is gonna start, retail is gonna come in, and everything's gonna be extremely bullish. So this looks very, very good. I haven't actually looked at, like we said, the first box is actually done. The only level that we need to break to pump big time, like parabolically pump, is the 106.5 level, I think. I mean, that's the only level that we need to break right now to pump big time, and I think that's gonna happen. Ethereum is reclaiming up here at 3.4. It was down to 2.9. Still inside this falling channel up here, but right now it managed to hold the mid level over here, which is actually also very, very bullish. Now the chart, when it comes to the Ethereum chart, it's not that exciting actually. It looks like over here we had the triple top over here, failed to break it every time, but this is gonna go towards the upside. Now the most interesting part when it comes to Ethereum is that Ethereum is gonna outperform Bitcoin. It hasn't yet been outperforming Bitcoin ever since September 2022 over here. It had a little bit pump over here towards the upside, just in the very first pump when Bitcoin dumped down. Can we look at Bitcoin dumping down? BTC USD. So you'll see over here when Bitcoin came to the first bottom over here. This is July 20. So when Bitcoin went into capitulation phase up here, it had this small pump. Ethereum pumped a lot more, but ever since then, it has been just been terrible versus Bitcoin. So while Bitcoin's been going towards the upside, Ethereum has not been doing that. Now I have a strong belief right now that this over here, right now what's happening, is the literal bottom for Ethereum versus Bitcoin. Okay, so my theory over here right now is that this is gonna pump very hard. This is the literal bottom over here for Bitcoin, right? For Ethereum versus Bitcoin. I mean, I could be wrong, of course, I could be wrong, but I think that this is literal bottom right now for Ethereum versus Bitcoin, and that right now, very, very soon, the Ethereum is gonna outperform Bitcoin big time. So somebody wrote, where was it? I thought it was funny. I don't know who this guy is. Somebody posted this in chat. If he gets strategic reserve, Bitcoin could challenge 1 million this cycle. Would be bullish for ETH too. 4K is in play. And I left at this because, Bitcoin is gonna go to 1 million, but Ethereum is only gonna go to 4K. I thought it's funny. And the way I see it right now, Bitcoin doesn't have that much more room, but Ethereum does. And I think Ethereum is gonna outperform, because people are very bearish on Ethereum. They're fudding, it cannot break 4K, it's back down to 2.9, it's only up like two times since, the bottom, whatever, right? 2-3 times since the bottom. And I think Ethereum is gonna, break some fudders, I don't know what to say, but it is gonna perform very well. So I'm very extremely bullish on Ethereum right now versus Bitcoin, but everything is very, very bullish. Bitcoin dominance, this looks like it's curving, guys. It looks like it's curving. It looks like failing to break towards the upside over here. Let's go to the weekly time frame over here. It looks like, I mean, it's still not done yet, and we still need to break down below 55k level for any some kind of confirmation, but over here maybe even below the 50 moving average up here again before we break down. But it looks very weak. So my theory, I get two theories. One theory is, of course, we're just gonna go down from over here. The second theory, is we're gonna retest the previous stop up here at 70%, which could be the case. Bitcoin goes from 100 to 150, whatever, right? 120, 30, whatever. This could happen, but right now it kind of does look a little bit weak, though. it looks a little bit weak. Over here with a bearish engulfing candle, we get a consolidation. It looks a little bit weak. It looks like it's curving up here. It looks like it wants to do this move very, very soon, but it's hard to say. Regardless, as long as Bitcoin is bullish, everything else is very much bullish. What I haven't looked at DXY. Let me look at DXY up here. It just pulled back a little bit, not that much. On inflation numbers, it pulled back a little bit, but still very, you know, it's still trending towards upside very, very steeply. Over here, maybe should go somewhere over here. Something like this. Maybe it's still trending. So DXY has actually a very good chance for dropping down over here, right? Because it's been going steeply towards upside. Do we have divergence on the chart? There is no divergence up here. There is no divergence on the RSI. Right over here, you can see the RSI. There is no divergence on the chart. This is a weekly time frame. But the momentum is going down while we have been going towards upside. And you'll see over here my extensions indicator up here that there is actually bearish divergence on the chart. So we got on our extensions, we got a bearish divergence on a momentum. It is going up, but momentum is weakening. And even though there is no divergence on the weekly over here, everything looks fine. And then this looks actually like might drop, which might correlate very nicely with Bitcoin. And if this drop towards downside, we might see Bitcoin to 1 million. I don't know, maybe million, maybe 500,000 only. That would be bearish. So in the start, somebody asked me, who was that? When alt season. Let me show you something, and that's why I started by opening the chart of Cardano. And if you look at Cardano over here, the alt season already started. Now, if you look at the previous and you say, where is the altcoin season for Cardano over here? You'll probably say that's this move up here, you know, and maybe this move over here, or maybe entire move over here towards the upside, right? Regardless, you will consider this over here being the starting phase of the move towards the upside. Even though it doesn't look that much, it goes up here a little bit, goes up here a little bit. Even up here, it's only up at the very top up here before it actually broke towards the upside. Right now, we are not even close to the top. We are not even close to it, so maybe only down here, right? Maybe this move over here is only move down here. It's not even close to, you know, breaking the top just yet. But I think everybody would agree that looking at this chart over here, you'll say that, you know, altcoin season started somewhere over here and went towards upside. Let me show you something if you compare this to Bitcoin dominance chart. Now, this is the Bitcoin dominance chart, and what you're going to see here is the Bitcoin dominance up here from the very top extremely dropped down all the way to the bottom. And when this very top came in, that is actually when altcoin season started, right? Everybody, when you're looking at Bitcoin dominance and ask everybody where is the alt season started up here. It went all the way down over here towards the bottom side, right? That's the alt season when you're looking at Bitcoin dominance. And over here, you can see that it started right over here before it actually broke the very top. It already started slowly going towards the upside, exploded up here, pulled back, you know, over here, all the way up here. This was alt season. But, you know, for Cardano, this continued for a longer time. We had, you know, this constellation up here also towards the downside. This part over here doesn't matter that much because over here, but this very first part, this top to bottom move, that's the major altcoin season. And right now you can see that started over here. So when looking at altcoins right now, and you would think that, you know, alt season gonna start up here somewhere or something like that. No, it already started over here, I think. Over here, down here, it was in 0.3. Right now, it's already moving. It got out of the, you know, out of the accumulation zone up here, pulled back, consolidated, and right now it's gonna go do this move up here towards the upside, and God knows how high it's after that once it actually breaks all-time high, right? But it already started. It's just like, you know, it's Bitcoin all over again. I always tell people, the bull market starts down here, right? It's not, you know, this last phase is not the bull market. This over here is not the bull market. The bull market is the entire thing, right? The same goes when you look at 2018 to 2021, right? This over here is the very start of the bull market. Even though you pumped up here and had the big consolidation, this part over here is not bull market. Entire thing is the bull market. And the same goes for altcoins, right? So I think altcoins are about, you know, I think considering right now what I told you and looking at Bitcoin dominance up here, if it's true that right now this is already dumping towards downside, it does look very much weak. You know, we had already start of the altcoin season right here at top at 18 November. You know, so this is already looking like it wants to drop towards downside pretty heavily. So considering that, we might as well be already in altcoin season. Should I buy finally Shiba of F5 XRP? You know, not financial wise, but I think Shiba would be a better investment. But I don't want to underestimate XRP because those guys are crazy. Would you buy Sol at its current price of 215, or do you think it still might be correcting? No, I don't think everything. I don't think stuff. I don't think stuff is correcting anymore. I mean, it pulled back all the way down to the bottom down of the channel, whatever the channel is. It really doesn't matter. It pulled back down to the bottom, and it's already right now, you know, going towards the upside. Could it do this move again towards the downside, break the support, go over here down? Can you buy Solana at $5? Maybe in, you know, 26, 27. I don't think that's the case right now. I think everything is gonna go from over here right now, including Solana. Miss the bonus, Sol, Mikey boy. Nah, you never miss it. It all depends on how much X's you want to, right? But you know, there is that. Crow is still very low. So Nathan has a Crow. How much Crow do you have, Nathan? I did rent I bought it under 80 on the dump and have ridden up to the current price. See, Michael know how to do this. Touche circuits. See. Check Cetus. Ah, okay, man. Let's see Cetus just quickly. What is happening with Cetus? See the spot over here. Now it's pulling back nicely towards the downside. So the most important part up here is what's going to happen with this move over here. We go to the daily time frame. We see that that the trend is already. Is the trend broken up here? Maybe it goes something like this over here. Maybe it's already broken. Maybe it's not. Maybe the entire thing over here should be. It looks like it's already come to the bottom. I mean, over here there was a major bottom over here. It hit that. It fell down very, very fast. It's some kind of falling wedge. It looks like some bottom. It might actually continue towards the upside. That's as much as I can tell you right now about that. Now let's go look at a little bit, you know, meme coins over here, and we're gonna go to the weekly time frame. And I don't know, guys. To me, everything looks bullish. I'm extremely bullish on everything, even this dump towards downside. And when stuff was down like, you know, 45%, you know, how much more discount do you want to have? And I think a lot of people are gonna get burned right now because they're still believing that, you know, stuff is gonna dump more towards downside. I mean, they might not believe it, but you know, they're waiting. They did not buy the dip, and I think a lot of people didn't buy the dip, guys. I think a whole bunch of people didn't buy the dip because we dipped down 40. How much was that? 40. We dipped down 45%, and people didn't buy dip. Then went up and it started going down. Nah, it's gonna dump down over here. It's pretty much over. I'm gonna buy back at $1 or $0.1, whatever that is. And right now it's going up. So right now they're in fear of buying. And just like you guys, they ask me, yeah, should we buy it? Is it too high? And it goes up here. Oh my God, it's gonna go high. But no, it has to pull back. I'm gonna go buy any kind of dip down here, and it goes higher. Oh my God, there is no dipping, but I don't want to buy the top, and it goes even higher. You know what? It's gonna go to $10. I'm gonna buy here, and then it does this. So when they buy, you know, it often plays that way, right? People are afraid to buy the red candles. But they liked buying, you know, they like the FOMO in on a very, very green candles. Now imagine this. If you remember Facebook, stocks, Meta. If you remember Facebook, right? Facebook had a dump of 70% or something like that. 76% dump on Facebook. You have to be crazy to believe that, you know, Facebook is gonna die just because it dumped down 76%. It dumped down 76% and right now explode towards upside. This is also the case for Netflix and a lot of other of these platforms. So there was a whole big crash on everything over here, and right now it's up like 6x from the bottoms, even from the very top up here where you know, it's already up 65%. But important thing over here is, when you got something good, let's say it's Facebook or Netflix or Apple or Microsoft or whatever, it's not gonna die, and it's down 76%. That's called a discount. That's called a, you know, opportunity of a lifetime. So when altcoins are down 50% in the last year of the bull market, the year when everything pumps like crazy, that's called a discount. It's not, oh my God, this coin is dead. No, it's called a discount. It's so funny that people start asking that they should buy after 500% pop. That's human nature. I was looking at buying a whole lot of dog on the dump, but the spread was so bad. TL our band, Paolo! Of course over Banter. Like Banter is guy that, you know, just talks about, shields his coins, talks about, you know, current news events, FUDs, you know, shields. His TI is subpar because he's not, you know, he's okay, but, you know, he doesn't understand it, so that is that. Good guy, but, you know, not TLA. Anyways, guys. Pepe is also doing the same kind of thing, although not that well as Dogecoin, but you know, every meme coin was down like 50-60%. This is 45% over here. So Pepe is down 49, Dogecoin we said 45, Shiba was down over here 45 as well, Bonk was down, and still it's down, but it was down at the most over here 59%. If you think Bonk is gonna die, you know, it's not gonna die. If Dogecoin and Shiba and all of these others start pumping, what you think gonna happen with Bonk, right? VIF also up here, it had a major dump up here. This was over here 72% dump, right? Again, coming to these bottoms. And people are very afraid to buy the bottoms because it can go down. Yes, it can go down. That is very likely, right? But in some kind of bull market, you have to have some kind of conviction that is, you know, a good thing is not gonna dump. Is VIF a good thing? Now, comparing VIF to Bitcoin, of course, it's a crap coin, right? But comparing VIF to Doge, to Shiba, to meme coins, because you have to, you cannot compare cars to apples. You have to compare, you know, in a sector. Meme, as a meme coin, is VIF a good meme coin? Yes. You know. And if you take some L2 chain like Matic or something, you gotta compare L2 to other L2s. You cannot compare L2 to L1s, right? So you gotta compare it in same sector. And considering this, is it a good meme coin? You know, yes or no? VIF, yes. Bonk, yes. Shiba, yes. Doge, yes. You know, whatever. Pepe, yes, right? And then you got a whole bunch of other meme coins that are not actually that good, right? They can actually dump down to the zero, right? But I don't think this is gonna be the case. But it is, it looks like it's bottom. And people are really afraid buying the bottoms because they think this might happen. And just because something might happen, you have to have the conviction, know that, you know, the probability right now is towards the upside, not towards the downside. All I'm gonna say, I think probably is towards the upside. Sponsored fun on Banter. Listening to Crypto Banter will get you mega wrecked. A lot of noobs listen to him. Yeah, a lot of people do. But I won't say that they are noobs, but you know, people like to hear what he has to say. Litecoin is up 10%, guys. I didn't even see this. Litecoin is going like crazy, man, this week. Look at Litecoin. Last 3, 4 days, 5 days. How much is this move up here all the way top? 50% move. Even Litecoin is outperforming Bitcoin. LTC versus Bitcoin. Let me check that. Do we have Litecoin versus Bitcoin? Yeah, we do have that chart. And look at that over here. It is time for Litecoin to also look at that curvature over here, man. Look at the curvature over here. It is time over here right now. It did break. Everything is, guys, I think everything is gonna outperform Bitcoin. I literally think everything is gonna outperform. And if that is the case, then there is no other way for Bitcoin dominance to play out than towards downside. There is no way it can go up if everything outperforms Bitcoin. It has to go down. And if that is also the case, that we might just see, you know, bigger, you know, dump over here towards downside on dominance, which is gonna give us a whole bunch of bullishness in altcoins. So that's crazy. That's crazy. Do we have anything else above 10%? We got a comp 11% up here. Oh, comp looks also very nice. Look at the box down here below. Over here it had a pump over here also. Yeah, the channel up here right now still hasn't came up above that, but there is this move over here where it's consolidating right now, looking to break that higher. It is kind of moving towards the upside up here, but it is slowly moving. But it's up to 11% right now. Do we have anything else right now? KDA is up 10% right now. You see the lines. Every line is pointing towards the upside right now. Every line is pointing towards the upside. Things start slowly at first and all at once. I always say slow at first and all at once. This is actually a very long, since December, this has been consolidating up here top. Because I don't know if you remember, but Inch was one of these very, very mega bullish coins. It already did like 40x. I mean, when something does 40x, it's gonna pull back. And this pulled back 75%, which is very, very nice. Right now, doing this curvature over here, which is actually very nice. This might even be, you know, a cup and handle pattern or something like that over here that goes towards the upside. Right now, but it looks like it's coming out of this this dump over here towards the upside over here right now. And it's up 11%. Do we have anything more above 10? Not on my charts. Probably more somewhere else, but looks good. Guys, thank you for stopping by. This was Bitcoin Daily because we gotta know. And just now, I am strongly, hugely, hardly bullish. Very much bullish. Just go a little bit back over here. Yeah, it doesn't matter. We'll see how it plays out. And also this last part, if you just look at a 1 hourly time frame over here, this might be some kind of rising channel over here that might pull back down here again, get everybody very bearish and then explode towards the upside. Because getting out of these dumps before it actually goes is really hard, and you have a lot of pullbacks, right? So when there is major resistance level, you try, slowly try, get everybody like it's gonna dump, right? And at one point it just breaks, right? You can see over here that happened, right? Over here there was major level resistance. We pulled back, we tried, we just tried, but everybody thinks nah, it's just gonna rising wedge, whatever over here is gonna break down, and then it just goes. It goes like crazy, right? But the move until it actually breaks under the 6K, that's the move that nobody believes. Anyways, too much talk. We've been talking for like 50 minutes. I'll see you around, guys. Take care. Hit the like button on the way out. And, good morning, Edward. Too good. You're late. Blue balls. Bye-bye.